And we're getting some more inputs on this story, and this is a CNN News 18 exclusive news break. New communal clashes were due to resistance by one community. Now, top state intelligence sources have revealed that Mewat Hindu group announced one Kalash Yatra by VHP and Bajrang Dal. All of them decided the date of July 31st. Then rumours started that Nuh Mewat will also be coming in this yatra. The yatra was supposed to start from temple from Nuh district. People started assembling and started stone pelting on police so that Hindu groups don't start their yatra. Later, it was decided that yatra should not proceed, and one group started rioting and stone pelting and attacked the police as well. CNN News 18's Anshul Singh is joining us on this story. Anshul, could you throw some light on the role of Nuh Mewat behind these clashes that erupted in Nuh yesterday?
So yes, Nuh Mewat is one of the most notorious character, if you see, that has come up over the past few weeks, because he not only belongs to Bajrang Dal, but yes, he is a cow vigilant. There are several cases and several videos that have gone viral on social media where Nuh Mewat can actually be seen harassing and beating people on just a suspicion that they might be smuggling cows. Now, how did Nuh Mewat get this fame? Remember, just a few months ago, we at CNN News 18 had covered this story extensively, that two people, Junaid and Aslam, were actually picked up from the Mewat region and were burnt alive in Rajasthan in a bolero car. Their bodies were found in a bolero car. Now, since then, there was a lot of anger amongst the Muslim community against no action that has been taken against Nuh Mewat. And yes, this Kalash Yatra, this Shobha Yatra that was supposed to be taken out, Nuh Mewat actually came out in the open, and posters were actually put out that Nuh Mewat would be joining this Kalash Yatra, and that is something that infuriated the people, that made the people angry. And post that, we saw the kind of violence that broke out, especially at the very location from where the Kalash Yatra was supposed to be taken out. And currently at the place at which I am reporting from is in Nuh, and this was one of the epicenter of the violence that broke out yesterday. If you could see in the visuals, the manner in which absolutely there is absolute carnage that has broken out over here since yesterday. But yes, over the last 7 to 8 hours, what we have been told by the police, that no new cases of violence has been recorded by the police. On the other hand, a peace committee meeting was called by the local administration just to make sure that the peace and law and order situation remains under control in this entire area. But yes, that peace committee meeting more or less remained inconclusive. Now another meeting has been called at 11 a.m. this morning, in which the top leaders of both the Hindu and Muslim groups would be called, and they would be requested to convince the people to not indulge in any sort of violence. Now, if that meeting will be conclusive, that is something that remains to be seen. But yes, the kind of violence that has broken out definitely raises a lot of questions on the local administration and the local police. Why was the permission to carry out a Shobha Yatra in such a communal sensitive area was given by the local administration? Why weren't there the requisite amount of security forces and booths, security personnel booths on the ground, just to make sure that the law and order situation remains under control? Because remember, this entire Mewat region is a region, especially this entire Nuh area, is an area that is heavily dominated by the Muslim population, and that Muslim population that belongs to probably to the lowest category of the people who are residing over here, or the lowest strata of the society. So yes, why was something like this being allowed to carry out over here? And if at all the permission was given, why weren't the requisite safety measures put in place? These are some of the biggest questions, and that is the reason why we are seeing such massive carnage that has happened across the Nuh district. Section 144 has been imposed not only in Nuh but also in Gurugram as well, because remember, the violence that started from Nuh, the fire of those violence reached to Sona, which is just a few kilometers away from this very location from where I am reporting. So yes, the situation definitely spiraled out of hand very quickly. In fact, media personals and senior members of the VHP were also stuck in that temple, the very temple in which from where the entire incident began, and hence police was not able to stop any of this violence. In fact, what is very ironical, that 3 police officials in fact lost their lives due to violence that broke out, and because they were shot at by by the locals who were protesting, in fact by the rioters who were protesting. So how did these people get their hands on weapons? Even if those weapons are country made, how did these people get their hands on their weapons? These are some of the questions that still haven't been answered. At this point in time, the administration is focusing on maintaining law and order in this entire area. This area is absolutely peaceful at this point in time, but yes, tensions still prevail, and it remains to be seen what transpires in that meeting that will be happening at 11 a.m. and how will the senior leaders of both the Hindu and Muslim communities will be able to convince their people to not indulge in any sort of violence whatsoever.